not a vampire, not an alien. I'm not the fucking mummy, I'm a goblin.
Greetings and welcome, ladies and gentlemen. I am the Twisted Goblin. And today, I'm here for another review, another thing, but to let you know, I can mod. I have mods. I did modding. I mod stuff. I mean, I didn't create mods, but I placed them in the places that they should be. That's amazing. Because sometimes it's hard to mod, you know. You have to do this, you have to do that, you have to not screw that up, because if that doesn't work, the mod is not gonna work. It's so complicated sometimes. Oh, sometimes it can be easy, but most of the time, fucking... There is like Steam Workshop, really easy modding, and I did that before. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try that. That's just subscribing to the mod, and that's it. But there is so little mods in there. It's like very, very small amount of mods, and the games that are supported by that mod making is very small. So I didn't see that as very modding the game that much. So eventually I give up on modding. I tried it once, actually doing it. It didn't work. So I gave up. Years later, right about now, I mean, a month or two ago, I was playing Cyberpunk 2077, and I was like, I love this. I love Judy. Judy is like my favorite character in the fucking game. Cyberpunk is one of my favorite games of all fucking time. But eventually, I loved Judy a little bit too much. I was like, I like Judy. I want more interactions with Judy. But you always come to the apartment of Judy. Eventually, I will do a review about Cyberpunk at some point. But it's like I go to Judy and she's just standing there around. I hope for another mission or something. But besides the fun, the last interaction I had with her was her talking about her mom and how we should go to her, but never something happens. For now, I was like, okay, so we're gonna do something? No, we're gonna take. She gives her apartment keys today, so I can go to her apartment. When you wake up, she is there with you. I love that interaction. But then she just stands there on her window. The first time I was like, oh, that's lovely. I love how she looks. I love how she did. That's about it. You go back, having the same interaction. She says the same fucking thing. So I was like, well, that sucks. I hope the DLC that we're gonna get gives us more of that interaction with Judy. But I don't get my hopes up, because she's like your man. At the end of the game, you can able to choose her as you have female V and do it. So, but this was like one of the things I love about Judy. Judy's my favorite character. She is a tech wizard. And she's a badass at the same time. So I was like, of course I like her, of course. She's a badass. She has tattoos, of course. I was like, I want a tattoo of that. I love, like, Judy's tattoos are always meaningful. The things, there are mods to remove tattoos. There are mods to change her. But I like the way she is. I like the interaction I had with her. There's also Pamela. She's also a cool character. My second favorite of the girls. Well, actually, it's first Judy, then Johnny Silverhand, and then Pamela. So those are the characters I really like, and my own character, really cool. All of them, very lovely, very cool interaction. But at the end of the game, your interaction starts to be stale. It's like the same interaction. You go in, she tells you, I was thinking about you, and before you ask, no, you weren't wearing clothes. I was like, that's interesting, please tell me more. But she keeps saying it every fucking time you come in. So, and every time she stays there on the same fucking place. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it again. After a while, maybe this time is the time it works. So I had this small mod on, I think it's Nexus mods, and I went there trying to find a good mod. trying to find as much information as I can. It's like, okay, how do I do modding? How do I get the modding? Is it fucking hard? Because every time I tried, it didn't work. Every time I tried, I could not get it to work. So I tried. I was like, okay, this has to be there. And sometimes it's complicated because you have to see that's in that map, So I went through the archives. From the archives, you had to do it into another folder, and then finally into the mods folder. And in that mods folder, you're able to do it should work. So I did that. I did all trying to make sure that didn't happen. It didn't get destroyed. It didn't just abandon it. So I did it. I did the mod. I got it into it. So I started the game, and I was blown away. It was a simple mod that she does more stuff while you're not around. She goes into the shower. You can see her naked. So she does that. She also goes into just at her freezer. Her freezer and everything to have a sandwich. She goes also to go sleep on her own. It's like she does other stuff. And to make it even better, you can kiss her when you come. You can hug her. It's like those things are like fun. I'm like, yes, it's small interactions, and you also get her on your phone. There's also a mod to get her more on your phone, so she tells you more things while you're on your phone. So you have some more interactions with her. That's also fucking fun as hell. I like that I have more interactions with her. Able to have more interactions with Judy. It's so much fun. And that was also the beginning of my new love for mods. I was like, oh, these small mods work, and it's amazing that it works. But I was like, I want this to work more. I want to do more. So I kind of got to have extra quests with her. I tried to do things, trying to have more, able to do more. I wanted Judy to be more. I wanted to create a more version of Judy because I like her character. I want her more of her. I want more interactions with her. More. So I went to modding again. I went to do more. While I did have like more interactions on the phone at her home, I didn't. Normally there's also one that you have a new quest, I think. I didn't make that to work. I tried to make it work. I didn't, or I'm not far enough because it only happens after you've done all the quests with, all the text with her, all the talk with her. After that, the quest should start somewhere after 24 hours. I skipped like a fucking month in the game. And I still haven't managed to be able to get it. I don't know why. Maybe it's in the... but it didn't work. So, I left that game. I was like, you know what? I can mod. I can finally fucking mod. I was amazed that I can mod. Me, this guy, the Twisted Goblin, really actually able to mod this stuff. It was like... I finally went through it. I went going through it. I able to keep my mind focused on the modding thing, and I was able to fucking mod something. I was amazed that it even worked with my favorite character. Sure, it was some simple mods that were nothing special, but I modded. So I wanted to try it again. And this time I was like, okay, let's mod in game. It's very fun, but it doesn't mind if it doesn't work and I screw everything up and my whole game crash and I'm never able to play. I want a game that I can play a little bit more around me, so I can go a little bit more in modding, go a little bit stronger in that modding thing, because those were simple mods. I want some more fucking mods. So I went to Jedi Fallen Order, because you know Jedi Survivor is the newer game, and going back to that game, I didn't like Cal Kestis' whole Pancho thing, even though Cameron apparently loves the Pancho because he keeps on debating. It's like, how are we gonna have a Pancho? I'm not gonna go away until I have my Pancho. It's like, I don't want that Pancho back. Seriously? No, thanks. So, I found this cool, awesome overall mod for Dark Talon. Dark Talon is this future sets where I think, like with Dark Credo, very much in the future. Rey Skywalker doesn't exist in this one. It's a whole other. So I went in that too. So I wanted to try to do of Dark Talon. I didn't know very much overall of Dark Talon. The whole fucking mod, I tried a mod where she looks like Dark Talon. Also, I replaced the files of an. Don't judge me for this, but yeah, I kind of did a hentai itself with Dark Talon. It's like, okay, I want just to try this. I want to see. And then you also have the skills. And I was so fucking. First, I was so glad that it worked. And second, I was like, what the fuck am I doing? Why am I even doing this? But it was so funny to see. So I created my own mods for that. Because it was simple. Because there were videos, small videos of things. So I created my logo in it. So the game starts and you get my logo. First was Dark Talon, a very hentai, so like something that you're like, oh my god, I see naked Dark Talon. I see her getting banged. I should not have this mod installed. It's so weird. Then I have the skill. It's like I see the witch naked when I have a skill. It's weird. Then also Rey Skywalker. It's like, alright, getting banged. Okay. First, funny as hell. A bit of a horny funny, but still funny. And then I got tired of that extra mod, so I threw it away. It was funny and cool to play Dark Talon, but you know, the voice is still of Cal Kestis. I'm not able to do Destroyer to a female voice yet. So I threw that off. I was like, okay, this was funny, a bit of horny and a bit of thing. I'm getting off. And I did the goblin thing. So like, okay, that works, but it's getting a little bit tight. So I did that away. I uninstall it, get it back to the basics. Alright, the basics. The basics of the modding. Went for Dark Nihilus. It's from the Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic. He was the villain in the second game. And I modded him into it. But to make it a little bit better, I was like, okay, we got that. We got this. And I'm still sure, not all mods. I tried first my favorite Starkiller as a mod. Tried 2 mods, didn't work, didn't start, didn't know what went wrong, just didn't work. So, I tried another one. I tried Dark Nihilus mod, and I tried the Silence mod. And this made the game so much better. One, it was a plus, so Dark Talon was Dark Nihilus. Look, like had the red lightsaber that you get after beating the game the first time, and I was like, that's fucking amazing. It works so well. And then you had also the silence part of the thing. You can have a mod that almost not everything, but because sometimes it gets through it, but most of the lines are muted. Like every line just gone. Dark Cal Kestis' character doesn't say shit anymore, and that mixed with Dark Nihilus makes this so much an interesting thing. You see him like just silence while they're talking to you, and it's like, okay. It feels like they're a bit creeped out that you don't say, so they just finish the conversation on their own. It's like, oh yeah. It's like very much like, yeah, I know what you're saying, but it feels so not like another game. I'm a bit stuck in a puzzle in the beginning of the game again. I don't remember how I beat it the first time, but I'm stuck again in the second time. So have to fucking YouTube video about that. There's no mod that fucking destroy it. But so, that's another mod. So I was like, fun, great. So I went back to Cyberpunk after being stuck at this. And I was like, you know what? Let's get a little bit more thing. So I was searching for Lots of people are horny as hell on the fucking internet. There's like so many mods to make somebody naked, nudity, in every fucking mod community. Sims has it, Star Wars has it, like I said before, and done before, and then there is other mods to make other. So, of course, because I wanted to mod more, and there is not so many mods. There's some mods to make the game look better, but I felt like that's not worth it. I like the game how it is. I didn't need to make it better. Mods are already hard to fucking install, so I'm not gonna go from some small mods that don't do shit that much, or mods that you have to like have tons. There are some mods that you need to install this. You install some extras to able to get that game the way it is. So I stayed away from those because those were too complicated for me for now. So I went to another where Panam was the stripper around some stuff. So like I said, she's in my top 5 things. So I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna cheat on Judy, and my male version is gonna be very much want Pam. So I went to do the stripper thing, and she is completely naked, pole dancing, and I was like, I only saw her. I don't know where else it needs to be pop up, but you know, and I was like, well, that's naked. Well, kind of funny. I don't know why I think it's always funny, but it's kind of funny to see see her naked. And while I was a male there, I was like, she was also calling for help in the storm. So I was on that mission. I was like, yeah, I'm coming. I don't know which one I'm coming, but I'm coming. I loved it. So there was a mod. I was like, okay, again, a mod succeeded. Great. Then I wanted to mod that one of those back in Jig Street. There are like those two escorts, let's say. It's actually called hookers, but you know, escorts sounds better. So those 2 escorts that are in JJ Street, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna change this because I don't like the character. I don't like her. I want to see her. Her thing just was first so like this little complication fun. I wanted to change it. I tried it, didn't work. I don't know why that mod didn't work, but I tried changing it. Sometimes it doesn't work because they made an update and this mod doesn't work with the, because it's updated, so you cannot do those mods. That's sometimes the problem with mods. When there is an update, it's hard to fucking I tried it like 3 times. There are 3 fucking characters. I tried it with Judy. I tried with I tried with a girl that stands in front of my ducks for a while. Didn't work. None of those work in GG Street. So I give it up on that. I was like, I tried. I modded. There's lots of mods that don't work in my fucking folder of mods. Now, after that, I was like, okay, what more mods are there? There's a mod to make the escort in that very rich world that you get later in the story if you have all the side missions with Johnny Silverhand's friends. Like if you did that, you have this whole club, and then in that club you have like a very expensive hugger. She looks way much better than the escort you got in JG Street. She is lovelier, but I don't want to cheat, you know. I don't want to cheat on my girlfriend, you know. I like Judy's. Judy's my girl. Judy's my love of my life in this game, in Cyberpunk. I know, not in real life. I'm not that desperate to have a character, but you know, in this game, she's my fucking everything. So I kind of, instead of cheating, I kind of made make her into Judy. I made the escort one of the mods, made it into Judy. So that's fun! She became that. So you see her game model when you go hook up with her for $3,000. Jesus Christ. It's a good thing to just save before you do that. Save the game. And then you can just leave the game after that, so you don't lose those 3,000. I kind of hooked up with her. It has this cool animation of you hooking up on her, because I don't know if you have it in the main game with her that much. It takes a fucking long time. I know you have it in the mod, but in this, it's like I could not wait. So I kind of hooked up with her and thing. I was like, hell yeah, female V with Judy. the perfect couple. Now that thing. Now let's get it on. So I hooked up on her. I loved it that the mod worked. I love that the thing. It's always fun when the mod works. Sure, it's a fucking horny kind of mod, and it's my favorite character and the only character that I care about for female V. So it was fun to able to do it. It's more fun than I thought it would be. Modding. Sure, it's a bit of lots of horny mods that are out there. Should be cooler if you have like mods that actually do something with the character, that you can go on dates, and you do. There's like one mod that does make you thing on date, but it's just the love that it works is so powerful. It's like even more powerful than finishing a game sometimes. It's like literally you can mod it, it works, and you did it. You fucking mod it. It's so that I love it when it feels like I just made a game. I just helped fucking patch this game. I made that's how it feels when it works, because not always works, and then it's that frustration of like, why am I even trying? Am I destroying the game? It feels like I'm destroying the game. I don't want to feel like I'm destroying the game. I want to fix the game. I want to make it a more thing, and if it works, it really works. I think I did a great job with modding, sure, that's why I think. And with Judy, my favorite character, it was the one that started it all. This is what started it. Judy was the character that made me want to try the mod again. And I did it, I succeeded, I loved every fucking second of that it worked. It makes the game feel alive again. It's like, I love skins on games, that you can able to do the skin. And there's also a Resident Evil 2 game that I want to play, but I don't have the fucking game, and I want to pay full price. But when I have it, I'm gonna mod on it. And it's also, you have a mod to have Claire, I think. I don't remember Resident Evil 2 very well, but to have a skin that make Claire into Judy. And I was like, well, now you're speaking my language, and Judy on this game. Oh, I like it. I want that. I want to try that. I really want Judy in that game. It's like, hey, let's push her in that game, and that game, and that game, because she is my favorite character. So, of course, I want her more. I have more games. I don't like Resident Evil that much that I would go back. It's like Resident Evil Village. Yeah, that's about it. That's what I liked, Resident Evil Village. I like the lore about it, but I don't like playing the games that much. Besides Resident Evil Village. I like that game. But now I want to play Resident Evil 2 because the character that I love so much is also able to be in that game. You can mod her in that game. There's not so many on that. There's lots of. If you look it up, there's a lot of mods. But the mod that I like, Nexus mods, those are don't have too many. There are some lots of mods that you can do there, and there are lots of things. But the mods that I want are not that many, and I think I used lots of mods in Cyberpunk already that I wanted. There are 5, 6 mods, 7. There are 20 actually, but most of the mods didn't work like they should. Anyway, so yeah. I tried also Star Wars Battlefront 2 the mod, but you had to install another thing, 2 other systems, and it both didn't work. So I was felt bad that it didn't work, because those would have made it really fun. Because Star Wars Battlefront really became even more live because of mods that you can do, make it so much better. I could not do it. I failed over and over, and I felt like installing things that should not be on my PC. Anyway, so I stopped that. Judy was the one success of my modding experience, and I like her even more because of that. It worked. It did. I saw her naked. I mean, I don't have a girlfriend, so I have to get so laid somehow. Now I got laid. 5,000 times. Anyway, enough silly, enough cringe, enough of this. I just wanted to share my experience about modding and how that worked with me. I think it worked very fine. I think I had a great fucking time modding. It was good, it's fun, you know. Everybody likes a bit of modding. Everybody likes a thing, but when it actually works, the modding, it's good. You know, you can turn it way simpler modding things. But I finally it worked. I did a great fucking job at modding. I'm very surprised that it even worked at all. Because now that it did work, it really made me satisfied that it worked. It's like talking about the modding that I did. It felt so very fun. There was also modding, Netflix, Red modding. It's also something that actually Cyberpunk and Steam work together that you can actually download to make it easier for modding. But those mods don't all work on that. So you have like mods that work, mods that don't work on that. I tried finding the mods that worked on that. There are not that many. There are like 100, maybe less than 150, maybe somewhere down there that worked on that. There are some of Judy that work on that better, that I should change to that mod instead of the ones that didn't work. There's like a lot. Some work, some don't. It's very much confusing sometimes which one you should pick on which stuff. But that's like, sometimes it works to go on YouTube, but not every time. Sometimes it's also information that works very well that you have to find. Sometimes it's much searching, puzzling, see what works, what doesn't work. So yeah, it's not the easiest to do modding, but when it works, it's satisfying so much. It's like having a hard dick and then able to get it in there and then able to just bust nuts. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, I'm gonna go now because I'm way too much into my character right now. So anyway, thank you guys so much. I'm gonna go fuck Judy on Cyberpunk again. I hope you enjoyed this weird fucking ass video about my thoughts about modding and what I did. You know, my experience about modding, what I did, how I banged my favorite character over and over. Oh my god, this must be the weirdest and most sexualized fucking video I ever done. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed my weird fucking ass video about modding, and I hope to see you guys in my next ones. I am the Twisted Goblin, and I'll bang you later. I see you later. Bye bye.
Then the days got worse and worse, and now you see I've gone completely out of my mind.